Yo, basically no time has passed, but it is a new episode, and we gotta do some grinding. We gotta do some training. Training today. I'd like to do Tears of Guthix in order to spend it on Herblore, but Herblore has to be my lowest skill for that to work. So to get other skills above it, I need to train Hunter, Farming, and Fletching to 39. I think I'm going to start with Hunter, and then we'll do Farming, and then Fletching will be last, and that might be a little bit brutal, but we'll have to see. Hunter, I believe, involves going to Canifis. I think I can only do 2 traps at a time, though, right? Traps. Yeah, we get 3 traps at a time at 40, which I won't be getting, so I'm just going to grab 2 ropes and 2 fishing nets. Which is nice, though, means I don't have to leave an empty inventory, because I don't think I want to keep all of the swamp lizards. As far as I know, they're not worth very much. Rope, net, right? I actually kind of enjoy Hunter. It's soothing for me. I like what we were talking about last episode or a couple episodes ago, where like Hunter is one of those skills that's a little bit less annoying because there's different outcomes at any given step. It's not like RuneCraft where you know what's happening before you go into it, or construction where you know exactly how much money and how many resources you have to spend to finish it. Alright, so I need to take a fairy ring to Canifis, and I should be able to just keep everything else that's in my inventory right now in there. Let's actually do the ecto file, that makes more sense. Take a break at some point during this to go collect the toad flax that I need for Taibo when I trio. But let's do some Hunter first. Hunter 32, 7 to go. Also, there's a ghast here, which I don't think there's supposed to be a ghast in the hunting area. I can't permanently get rid of it. So I'm not sure what my... I guess I could world hop. We'll do that after I make these two traps. Maybe someone just lured it over here. Super annoying, though. It's especially frustrating because these 2 traps are so close to each other compared to the ones over here. Let's go on a world with a lower ping anyway. I'm only on this world because it was one that I was doing grapes for. Oh, I still gassed here. I might Google that. I'm interested in like how people deal with it. I could also just deal with it in bank every so often, or bring some food. Bring some of those wines, right? Maybe I'll do that. Which I guess food makes no sense, right? Because they degrade it. $33 Hunter. We're still in that nice quick level up phase with Hunter. Probably for Fletching as well. At the end of this, we're going to be pretty close to having all skills at base 40, and then it starts to get dark. I'm really glad that we manually grinded all of the skills early on when they were fun to level, instead of just bypassing levels with runecrafting. Or not runecrafting, questing. Might maybe have more places to trap here. I'm going to look around. Explore this area real quick and see if there's a better spot to trap them. Interesting, you know, actually since like run energy doesn't appear to be an issue here, and I'm just sitting around waiting in between nets, it might make sense for me to train attack here. I need to get it to 60 to get that dragon scimitar. I might pop back to bank and yeah, let's do that actually. Oh, I'm leveling a little bit of attack, maybe getting some loot. Oops, I need that. No real point in bringing food, but hopefully they won't be able to hit me if I've got full rune plate. Ah, if I'm doing this, then I need to go get those dragon gloves first, right? Well, I can technically... Can I afford them? How much are they? Hold on. I might barely be able to afford them. And then I'll need to farm thieving almost immediately after doing this Tears of Guthix thing. Cost 104,000. Oh no, 130,000. No, I can afford it though. Okay. Oh man, video games. The Ecto file. Should make me more efficient at farming this. An extra rope and net because my thought is that, like, can I use my words here? I can go ahead and set up a trap while I'm picking up the rope and net that fell on the ground, right? If I've got an extra one, that's not a bad idea. Alright, let's give this a try. Oh damn, I'm gonna back up and go to the Cannabis Bank really quick. Apparently I can use a chisel on this shell to get crafting XP. So I can be getting attack, crafting, and hunting XP all at the same time. Then I can just throw out the thing that I chisel, right? Oh, that's cool. That was an easy task to do that. I'll go ahead and deposit it for now. We really gotta take care of my inventory. After Tears of Guthix, I feel like I should figure out how the weekly reset works for Tears of Guthix, but right now I assume that it's based on how quickly I do it, and then it's exactly 7 days from the last time I cleared it. And if that's true, I need to do it as soon as possible. But we will do it probably this episode. Oh wait, no. Tears of Guthix resets weekly at Wednesday, midnight UTC. I wonder when I did it last. Hopefully I didn't do it like Wednesday. I got some extra time out of it there. In any case, there's not as big of a time pressure, but I'd still like to get that out of the way first so I'm not thinking about it later. Hunter 34, 5 to go. Hey, total level 1150. I think it's actually 1250 for the special server, so I need another 100 from this point. Hunter 35. I feel like Swamp Lizards are like crazy fast. I think it would be like 30 minutes a level or so, or at least 20 minutes a level. Hunter 36, just 3 more. Oh, we can catch Earth Implings. I was just doing this for Tears of Guthix. Being able to catch more Implings barehanded is great. Must have been where all of my, like, post-30 Hunter XP came from before we started. Like, why do I have more than 30? It's because I've been catching these things. Alright, looks like we want to jump to a different Hunter training method when we hit 37 here, which is the next successful trap. And the benefit of doing that is that you can also fletch there. So we will plan on doing that. So I need to get fletching up to like 39, 40 also. I'm tempted to continue... Not grinding. Training. Continue training Hunter for a little bit longer because I'd like to be able to catch more implings since we see so many in the game world. Like I mentioned earlier, it feels like I'm just leaving treasure chests behind that I could be looting. Piscatorius Hunter area. Hooray for fairy rings, taking us straight there. I guess there's some other things we can catch at the same time, and then I need to cut down logs to be able to catch stuff, so... see how all that goes. On a boulder, okay. Only one deadfall trap set up at a time, okay. Interesting way of catching stuff. Lots of potential XP. Woodcutting, fletching. Hey, Hunter 38. One more. I might go a little long. See what the next upgrade is. But at least one. Actually, let me check. I dismissed the pop-up there. I'm mostly interested in implings. 38 is barehanded gourmet implings. Next barehanded upgrade is 46 earth implings. We get essence implings, not barehanded at 42. I might stop it. Well, let's go to 40. 40 is a nice round number. Then we'll see about fletching and farming. I need logs, son of a bitch. There's potentially a lot going on if you're doing Hunter here specifically. Fletching 33. That might take a bit. Probably just do some woodcutting and... well, I'll see. Never actually looked into, like, what's recommended for fletching training, funnily enough. Literally just made whatever arrows were highest. Maybe that's what you're supposed to do. Here's that 39 Hunter we needed, but we're going to push through to 40, just for fun. There's Hunter 40. Now plays 3 traps at a time. That's going to be exciting later. Very cool, indeed. Alright, we can stop this for now. No, yeah, at the end of this, we're going to be base 40 in all skills. So I think I'm going to get fletching to 40, farming to 40, and then I'm thinking the tiers of Guthix will bump Herblore up to 40 or higher. So we're going to do fletching next. I need to figure out how we're doing that, so I'm going to warp really quick, deposit stuff, and then I'll try to come up with the plan. Got a bird nest, and it had a banana tree seed. That's actually kind of exciting. I will use that. Some that free farming XP. 4 baskets of apples. Okay, I should be able to swing that next time I go to Catherby. Actually, I should probably do a run on all of my farming plots to get these tote flax weeds. Now, let me go do this farming checkup thing really quick. I think that makes sense to do now. That way I can go check again while I'm after I'm done fletching. Doing some barbarian fishing here while I wait for this banana tree sapling to grow. Can't believe I used to be so scared of farming. It just seemed like it was really complicated. There were all kinds of tools you need to keep track of. I did not let Garden of Tranquility teach me how to use it. It was supposed to be the purpose of Garden of Tranquility, I think. But I remain stressed out. Alright, I could probably go ahead and make my agility potions soon. I'm not going to do it right now, but I can at least deposit axe here. We gotta go out when we go back to fletching. I think I'll come back here and do that. Oh, I don't have access to the minigame. I keep talking about I'm going to do the Tithe Farm minigame. I actually can't because I think I need to be level 45 farming to get into the guild. Well, hopefully I'll end up... Ooh. I'm gonna have to just keep planting. It's gonna be my only way to get farming past Herblore. Good thing I've been pretty diligent about it so far, at least. I'm definitely gonna hit 39, but I need to get the XP lower. So 50% Acidity really will protect this patch. I'm sure this has all been treated with compost. Treated with compost. Treated with compost. Treated with compost. Now let's keep doing farming patches, and I guess I can just start doing runs. Balador. Did I not pull out water runes? Or Doyen then? Oh, those are water runes too. Shit. Really should do the Trollheim quest, because I think there's also a protected patch I can set up there. Hey, farming 39, one more level. I grow orange trees and Buchu leaf. Hey, I can catch gourmet things now. They don't run across the map for me, oh my god. Use all of my agility. Well, that was effort. Give me a chocolate cake and a vial. And some hunter XP, right? Alright, what was I doing over here? I was thinking about watering these plants. And it's not really... I don't really need to bother. Where are the berry patches? I'm really missing out on some teleports. I feel like I gotta grind out crafting. I'll see what I can do with gold and gold bracelets. It seems somewhat profitable. I'll have to do a bit more mining to get more gold, but I need to get my crafting high enough to be able to make all of the Dragonstone items. Which is pretty high, unfortunately. It's going to take a while for any of these to be ready, so I'm going to go ahead and continue leveling Fletching, which is complicated because it's going to involve making steel arrows, which is going to involve some smithing, but I think I have all the ores necessary to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Smith steel arrowheads, that is. Fletching 34, 6 to go. Fletching 35 lets us make willow short bows, which is actually a good thing. I think that'll be... It might be slower than arrowheads, but I don't want to burn through all of my smithing materials just for fletching, so... Especially not all my coal. Probably use that better for other ores later on. So I'm going to deposit these headless arrows. That's probably fine. And then, let's see. I need to go back to Draenor Village and farm willow logs. Oh my god, I deposited a bunch of willow logs earlier. Good job, past me. Damn. Killing it, apparently. I need to stop accidentally withdrawing those. I guess I'll just make sure those are an uncategorized tab so that I can grab them easily. Rake. Not the spade, because I can use that for other stuff. Alright, well let's do what we can with the 72 willow logs that we're already sitting on. Should turn in some of my flax to that NPC in Catherby as well. Fletching 36. We're going to have to farm for some bowstrings, but that's okay. Start trying to get the noted flax to bowstring turn in every single day now that I'm leveling this up. Especially if I plan to use bows for the process of getting fletching up instead of arrows. Bird nest here, we get willow seeds. Alright, I guess this is the main way you get seeds, huh? I might want to plant that right away. We'll check what I need. I think apples, maybe, to protect it. 1 basket of apples, that's a steal. Plant it in Varrock later. Timing on it doesn't matter, I'll likely get to harvest it the next time I play. Which is going to be distant future. Hey, Woodcutting 52, not on purpose. Trying to get Fletching to 40. Woodcutting supports several skills, huh? Construction, Fletching, fire making. Oh shit, I'm glad I am doing this fast. So I googled when OSRS, when does Tears of Guthix reset? And I was like, oh, it's Wednesday at midnight? That's for RuneScape 3. Old school RuneScape is literally 1 week after you did it last, so we want to do it as soon as humanly possible. Oh my god, I've been going crazy, man. Like, I need to get farming to 40 in order to be able to, just look here. I need to get farming to 40 in order to be able to do Tears of Guthix. That's not correct. For some reason, I confused myself, and I thought that, my Herblore was at 39, about to be 40, but it's at 38, about to be 39, and farming's already a ways into 39. But we're actually safe there. I'm kind of tempted now to put the Guthix XP on farming. Farming's not that big of a deal. I can level it up, especially once we unlock that Tithe Farm minigame. Because I'm stopping by my patches every so often and planting tree seeds when I get them. I think Herblore still makes the most sense. It's hard to get the higher level Herblore seeds. They cost thousands and thousands of gold. So whenever I steal them from the master farmer, I want to sell them myself. I might run over and harvest all of those once we get Fletching to 39. I'll push that Fletching to 40. I might harvest all of them just so we can get every skill to base 40, because I think that'll look nice, and it'll also qualify us for more quests. It's Fletching 37. Make steel darts. Let's keep going here. In the interest of efficiency, I might go as soon as Fletching hits 39, or at least exceeds the XP for Herblore, run and do Tears of Guthix real quick, and then come back and finish 40 Fletching, 40 farming. I think that makes sense. Fletching 38. Just like that. My calculations didn't work out. I needed 150 unstrung bows and 150 strung bows to get to 40. Hey, it's a genie. Let's screw this one up. So I'll just save that in my inventory until after I'm done. I would use it on Herblore, but I don't want to give Herblore more XP, right? I can use it right after Tears of Guthix and get maybe a little bit of extra XP out of it. Alright, we're going to spin all this flax into bowstrings. I'll go ahead and make all the bows. It's only going to take a few extra minutes to top off 40 Fletching. We'll pop downstairs into Tears of Guthix, and we'll figure out what we're doing after that. I think the annoying upstairs bank is actually more efficient. I hate it though. I hate this bank so much. Hey, crafting 47. Snakeskin vambraces. Right on. Fletching 39, just one more to go, and we're done. There it is, 40 Fletching. I think I'm probably just going to stop there and save the bowstrings, so I got a few more than I needed. Small miscalculation. I might be able to sell the unstrung short bows. No, they don't sell for shit. Okay. Interesting, I thought maybe people would want the skilling potential, but there must be a more efficient way for them to do that. I think that means it's time for Tears of Guthix. I think Herblore is officially my lowest skill. So let's grab some light source. I think I don't need to bring anything down there. I think that's all I need. Let's see if I do better than I did last week. Last week I wasn't really sure how the minigame was going to play out, and I was not pleased with my performance. So you get more time in the minigame, the more quest points you have, which is kind of cool. It makes sense because your attempts at it regenerate based on having quest points. You don't want the player to wait a week between doing every quest. Talk to Juna. Yo, tell me a story. Okay. Empty your hands. King Bolrun, thank me for defeating the warlord and returning the orbs to the gnome people. I wonder if it specifically tries to take a story from a quest point you earned in the intervening week. Shit, shouldn't have moved. Lucky. No! Shouldn't have bailed. Would have been perfect. I need to wait a second whenever one disappears to see if one respawns in the same spot. It's pretty good though, 107. I don't know what that's going to convert to in terms of Herblore XP. Hard task. Herblore 40. Cool, I was hoping it would at least skip to 40. We were close to the end of 38. 6,564 or so. Clean Irrit Leaf. Oh, that's nice. I got a bunch of those in my bank. Look at that. Base. No, we're not base 40 in all skills. I still have to do farming. I'll go ahead and pop this lamp on Herblore. I think it's about time for me to check on my patches anyway. Yeah, allotment, flower, and herb is what I was worried about, so I'll go start up on that here. Farming 40. Let's look at this. Oh, it's so gorgeous. It's wonderful. Every skill is at least 40. Also, provided I don't like grind Herblore excessively, it's still pretty much my lowest skill. I guess it's pretty close to 41. Let me check. I'm curious now. Does Herblore have anything interesting coming up? I mean, it does qualify for quests quite a bit. Prayer potions. Prayer potions is probably the important one. Super attacks. Legends quest requires 45. And I have qualified for Legends quest other than like for that. Clean new stuff at 48. Then new stuff at 54. So, 45 for Legends Quest, 52 for Grim Tales, 57 for Fairy Tale 2. That's why we didn't finish Fairy Tale 2. Pop in and grab the Fairy Ring unlock and be like, alright, I'm out. Bye. Blarg, I didn't think about it, but I should have grabbed some toad legs when I was in Trinum Village earlier. We'll do it in a sec after I finish harvesting these. Sweet corns. We will go take the Ardoyan cloak to Trinum Stronghold, and we'll do a full inventory of frogs like olden times, but then use the legs immediately to make all the potions that I can with my banked toad flax. I don't think I have that much banked. Oh, I should plant that willow seed also. I can get away with trees to 45 farming. That would be nice. I guess that means I have to do more woodcutting for a chance to seeds to drop from bird nests. Let's remember to deposit everything this time. Guthix might have made sense for farming just to get us to 45, because then I have a minigame I can do whenever I want. It's not dependent on running around the game world to all these different places. But then again, running around the game world gives me herbs. Okay, staying on task here. We're gonna go get the Ardoyan Cloak, get a full inventory of frog legs, or at least I'll get as many frog legs as I have toad flax weeds. Make agility potions. I need to get money back because I spent all my money on dragon gloves, and that's going to involve pickpocketing for probably do like an hour of thieving training. It doesn't need to be more than that. Let's see. Hour of thieving, and then we could do Tyblo and I trio at last, which I've been delaying forever on. I have 26 toad flax, so yeah, getting 28 toad legs should be great. Alright, we're at 778 inventory slots. I gotta stop dicking around. I think it's time for me to go through and clean up the bank. So I'm gonna work on that. I guess it's all going to be fast forwarded, but at the end I'll go through and show you the fruits of my labor. Glad I got an extra toad legs. I accidentally ate one again. Kind of classic, actually, to accidentally eat those things. Well, there's 41 Herblore. So the main reason I was focusing so much on sweet corn is to be able to plant this apple tree seed, so I'm going to go plant that real quick before I start working on cleaning up my inventory. That, and I thought I had a new willow seed, didn't I? There's willow seed. I'll have to clean this up too. Alright, so that's 9 raw sweet corn. 9 raw sweet cone. Alright, it says it can be noted. Let's just do that then. And how much do I need for willow seed? There's just one basket. One basket of apples. Sorry, there's another robocaller. Cannot get them to go away. Okay, so I need to find a fruit tree patch other than the one that I'm already using. Unless can they reset the one at Catherby? Trinum Village, really? I can get there easily enough. Alright, bank organization time. I'm going to put on my grinding music because I like that song. Hasn't worn thin on me yet. Part of what I'm doing here is I'm got the stash page open up and I'm just control F-ing every item before I decide to throw it out to make sure it doesn't fit into a clue somewhere. Which is awful, but hey, you know, gotta do it. Man, this is frustrating. I want to organize these vertically, but whenever you do that, the order gets totally screwed up if you move anything around, so you basically have to do it horizontally. Oh well. I learned about this whole NPC decanting thing. I forget when I may have brought it up when it happened on stream when I learned about it. You can talk to this person and they just mix all your potions optimally. Decant my potions. Decant all potions of 4 doses. Wonderful. Thank you. Try to just use this as much as possible. I really need to get the key ring. See about. Well, I think the quest for that's long and annoying, so maybe that'll be a future episode. But I should get it given the just crazy volume of keys we have. Okay, so I think I want to build a bookcase because I want to know which of these books I can get rid of. And I can do that without having to go too much further. Let's see, I am level 40 construction, so I can make a mahogany bookcase. Can I get mahogany logs? Mahogany plank. Mahogany logs. Oh my god, they're expensive. Woodcutting level of 50, okay. Just barely can. Mahogany trees. Two trees outside the main town gate and one on the southwest of the island. Guess I'll do that one. Crap, I need an axe. I can't use the bank here yet. Still not done doing bank organization. I think it's been like an hour or longer I've spent on that, right? Pretty crazy. A hard task in Western provinces. That must have been for casting teleport to Apatol. I'll be right back. I gotta take a short break. I'm back cooking something. Just had a babysitting emergency. I want to go see what books are in this mahogany bookcase, and then write all those down, and then delete them from my bank, and that'll probably save a ton of space. So I'll have to go do that. See you soon. Some noted sharks. That's cool. In case I'm ever in an emergency that I need to have 20 healing before I get my fishing high enough for that. I think I can. Can I cook sharks yet with my 70 cooking? Sharks are 80. Alright. Well, if I end up pushing 95 to make those summer pies to pay back the 27 or so that I made, we'll see. Building mode on. I'm going to make a bookcase here. Build bookcase space. Mahogany bookcase. Son of a bitch, I forgot the saw and hammer. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Apologize for the background noise. I'm cooking something in the kitchen. I tested it. I don't think it's that distracting. I'm just taking screenshots of all of the books that it says I've unlocked, and then I'll make sure I can go throw all those out. Okay, I finished making a sheet tab for these books, so I'm going to go through and discard any ones that I already have that are on the list. Oh, it says it's a page to another book that I have. Corret's Memoirs. Use. You add an entry to the memoirs. Reminisce. Let me look up what this does. Got it from Klein of Corrend. Lets you teleport around depending on which memoirs are in there, and then you get the memoirs from doing the city favor quests. Okay, that's cool. Because I have to charge it with runes, which makes it slightly less exciting, but still pretty good. I might not need to have my my base, my house where I built it then. I'll put that in my thing with my other teleports here. Anyway, back to looking for garbage books. Alright, books that I'm able to duplicate have been dumped. Other than the collection logs, I feel like I could want that from the bank at a given time. Let me keep going through and cleaning stuff out here. Organizing my bank is taking way longer than I thought it was going to. I am gonna finish. I think it's worth finishing. I'll go back and like summarize all the changes that I made once this is done. But damn. Also, I've wanted to set up a bank pin, but I'm not exactly sure how I do that. I guess I'll look that up really quick. Maybe it's talk to banker. I'll check my pin settings. No pin set. Set a pin. Yes, I really want a pin. I'll never forget it. You want me to click on it? That's trash, so you guys see it. Alright. Hold on, let me hide the screen here. Hopefully it doesn't make me click on it every time I enter it, right? Because if it makes me click it, then I don't really want to use it, because I'll have to hide the screen every time I do it. See if I can make something just quickly obscure it here. There we go. Oh wow. Position on the screen is different every time. That's funny. Take effect in 7 days, 0 hours, 0 minutes. Wow. Surprising it takes that long to trigger. Alright, well, I might turn it off later. If I have to click it every time, I don't want to have to hide the screen every time I have to get in my bank. I guess I can set the delay so it's long enough that it doesn't matter. Okay, back to organizing shit. I had to go back at the VOD and see how long that took, but I think it was multiple hours to do my bank. We went from 750 items to 548 items, a little bit more than 750, and ended up with 288,000 gold total. So I guess I don't have to go and do Ranar seeds right away. I might actually want to do the Master Thief just so I can clean up my my seed tab a little bit. I want to put some toad flax seeds and Ranar seeds in here. I accidentally cleared the placeholders, and I don't think I can generate a placeholder unless if I actually have the item. So I will walk you through what we've done. We're only going to have an hour left in the session, so rather than do the trio quest, I'm just going to do a bunch of novice quests and try to knock out as many as possible. We'll call this episode Base 40 Skills or something like that. Okay. So, first of all, uncategorized is going to be stuff that shouldn't be in my bank, and right now that's farming equipment, so I may as well just take that stuff out right now. Noted. Bring that over to a leprechaun. Shouldn't be sitting on any of that stuff, really. Alright. Runes are basically the same. The only thing I've changed about this tab is that I've added teleport items, so the Dorkish Khan Sphere, the Lyre, 8 Rings of Dueling that I crafted. What I've now learned is a teleport item, Corette's Memoirs, Games Necklace, which I've never used. I should probably figure out where that and the Dueling Necklace goes. The Kandarian Headgear is not a teleport item, but it's a useful... I think I'm just going to put all the Achievement Diary related stuff in this Rune tab here. I can see myself grabbing it. And I have the top row is like what I grab if I don't want to think about it. It gets me all of my necessary teleport runes and the Drummond Staff, and then I've got teleport stuff near that. Shift that over. Alright, gear tab, basically the same. No changes, same as I've been doing it. You know, melee, ranged, magic, graceful, rogue. Other stuff is around as I've got room for it. Significantly cleaned up the food tab. Moved some stuff into baskets. Got rid of all of the excess food that I probably don't need. I was really having to make a decision here where it's like, oh, there could be some random quest. I really want to Google every single item. I did Control F every equipment item to see if it was an emote clue, and did not sell the ones that were emote clues. When it came to like random food items, I said, no, I'd rather not have a stressful food inventory and occasionally have to spend 5 minutes gathering a food item than try to hoard everything. Tools, I just basically put my most important tools on the top row. They were all over the place, but you know, the pickaxe, the rune axe, stuff that is like a core tool for a skill is all along the top, followed by fishing, followed by containers, followed by hunter, followed by other stuff, and then I've got all of the talismans in the same general place. Ore, bars, leather, gems. I decided to not keep any uncut gems. I should just cut all the gems as soon as I get them, and that'll incentivize me to do that. Helps with saving space. There's no reason to track them separately. Wood, planks, stuff related to fletching, random other crafting materials, all of my stupid molds, random other crap. Alright, this is going to help me the most because my herbs/seeds/potions tab were a complete mess before. Basically impossible for me to follow, but the most important thing I've done here is I've ordered the herbs in order of level. So as long as I know which herb I'm able to make, I can know that I can make everything before that and probably not everything after it. So Guam, Marintil, Terramin, Haralander, Ranar, Toadflax, Irrit, Grime, Avanto, and so on. My plan is to not store any grimy weeds in the bank unless if I'm physically incapable of cleaning them, so I don't have double storage for no reason. I then stored the relevant seeds directly below each of those leaves. So I still need to get a Ranar seed placeholder, a Toadflax seed placeholder, a Snapdragon seed placeholder, and I don't think I can get seeds for these super high level ones right now. Cadentine, you can look it up and see who or what drops it. Potions, I've got just random items in the placeholders for things I don't have seeds, because if I leave that space empty, it gets really mad at me, and I just want to make sure I have it reserved for when I find the necessary seeds. Potions, no particular order. I went through and decanted all of them. Oh, I've got 24 Serum 207s. I should burn those at some point. And then farming seeds will be easier for me to track. This is in order, ascending order of level. So these are allotment seeds in ascending order of level, with snapegrass being the strongest. Hop seeds, ascending order of level. If I couldn't fill an entire row, I just started adding the weird seeds on the side like mushroom and cactus. Bush seeds, flower seeds, and then other junk that I have that's farming adjacent. Key items, keys. I'm going to try to clean this up by doing that key ring quest later. I put important keys that are related to like mini games or random drops at the top. So I've got my 4 muddy keys, 3 mossy keys, and then my Shades of Morton keys, and the rest of them are in no particular order. Other like book related items, maps, notes. I'm pretty sure I can still throw away a lot of these notes that don't show up in the bookcase. I'll have to look a little bit further, but just playing it safe for now in case they show up later. Quest weapons, stuff that is wielded, including Grigris. Quest amulets. Quest gauntlets. The Ring of Karos, I only have the 1 ring right now. Quest helmets. Quest body pieces. And then the rest of it's just randomly assorted junk for the most part, until I get to the very bottom, where I've decided to use the key items tab for tracking currencies. So ecto tokens, golden nuggets, barks. Actually, I should move Marks of Grace into here for that. If that's my approach, I think it makes more sense to have them there. Okay, cool. And that fucks everything up when I move stuff like that, but what are you going to do? Alright, yeah, so currencies, and I'm trying to put key items that I know I'm supposed to use again as close to the bottom as I can. I'm going to try to like leave the stuff at the top alone as much as possible and add stuff to the bottom if I know I need it soon. So I need this for clues, I need this for Slayer tasks, I need these for an upcoming quest. Need this for one small favor, and so on. Gear is now melee, and then it's in ascending order of material type, and basically in order like weapon, helmet, armor, and so on. I've only kept stuff that said that it was an emote clue item. At some point, I might want to take the time to fill all those stashes so that I can just clear this space out of my bank and sell any further items that I get. That'll be probably an entire episode of trying to go through and craft and stash everything that's stashable. So melee, ranged, the stuff that I have that's clue-worthy, mage. I went ahead and moved the split bark stuff over here because I don't really see myself using it. Bows, arrows, slayer gear, costumes for quests and stuff, bullshit random event costumes, ham gear, purple gloves, which are just, I guess they're they show up in an emote clue. NRPG, some staves, an elemental shield, and then all of my jewelry. And I've tried to like put the non-magical and the magical next to each other. This might be the same thing as like uncut jewelry. There's no reason for me to have non-magical jewelry. Well, actually, no, that's not true, is it? Sometimes you need non-magical jewelry for emote clues, so I guess I'll store both of them and enchant them when I need them. And then my trash tab is just bones and sold heads, and then garbage in no particular order from there. I don't want to stress too much about the whole point of the garbage tab is to throw stuff in there to move around later. So that was, I think that was 2+ hours of bank organization. I wish I got a skill for it. I had to do it though. It was starting to get bad, and it would be much worse if I was doing it, right when I hit the 808 item limit, and now I'm having to scramble every time I deposit something in the middle of a quest. Instead, you just got to fast forward to the whole thing and not deal with how dumb that was. I'm gonna head, excuse me. I'm gonna head over to a leprechaun and deposit these couple things, and then I'm gonna take a break, and we're gonna start doing short quests again. Good lord, I went back and watched some of the VOD after I took my break, and it was closer to 3 hours it took me to do my bank. That sucks. That's almost half an episode. I'm very sorry for you. I guess on the plus side, it was probably really easy for me to edit this episode because I wasn't talking the whole time. So maybe you'll get the next episode even sooner? We'll see. At some point, I'm going to beat this game. At some point, I'm going to get the quest cape, and then I'll have tons of free time to go and release a bunch of episodes in a row. So when I keep talking about, oh, you're probably waiting a week between episodes, maybe you don't live that life. Maybe you're in a better place. Or maybe the apocalypse scenario has happened and I'm going for the achievement cape. And once per week is a blessing. Alright, well, I'm happy that this is finally done. I will try to keep it the way it is. I think my plan... Let's see. I'm going to move these dies to the end of my junk tab. And I'm going forward, if I get something and it doesn't go to a placeholder, I'm going to throw it in the junk tab. That way I can keep track of stuff that has been organized and has not been organized. So anything that appears after the yellow, red, and blue dies in the junk tab is going to be stuff that I just threw in the bank that I will worry about later. Hopefully that's a one-time organization effort. Alright, so we're doing short quests for the short time we have remaining. We're going to start with a quest called Monk's Friend. Speak to Brother Omad at the monastery south of Ardoyan. Oh, well, that's easy. Hello there, what's wrong? I'm sorry, I'm so tired. I haven't slept in a week. Why can't you sleep? It's Brother Andrew's son. What's his... Oh, with his constant wah wah. This is natural, but it's so annoying. He can't sleep because a kid is crying. Gotcha. Still his favorite sleeping blanket. He won't rest until his return, and that means neither can I. Can I help? Secret cave in the forest, hidden under a ring of stones. Please bring back the blanket. Head west after exiting the monastery. That's this west. Circle of gray stones. Up here? Oh, I see it. Oh, that's interesting. You only see the ladder when you're already in the circle. Take the first path south. Child's blanket. Why would they take a child's blanket? Got your blanket, dude. Hooray for the Ardoyan cloak. Covered from the clutches of the evil thieves. Maybe now I'll be able to get some rest. How are you? Much better now that I'm sleeping well, and now I can organize the party. Ooh, what party? Seem to be 1 year old. That's sweet. It's also a great excuse for a drink. Just need Brother Cedric to return with the wine. Where's Brother Cedric? Member of the Order. We sent him out 3 days ago to collect wine. He didn't return. Probably got drunk and lost in the forest. Where should I look? Out in the forest. Okay. Monastery and head directly north. South of the fence that holds camels. There's Brother Cedric. Brother Cedric, are you okay? I'm very drunk. Oh man, needs the wine for the party. Have me a jug of water. Once I'm sober, I'll help take the wine back. Here, have some water. Fix this cart and we can go. Can you help? Yes, I'd be happy to. Here's some wood. And back to Brother Romeo, tell him to be there soon. Monastery teleport, paying the bills. Brother Cedric's on his way. Now we can party. We'll repay you with, but please take these rune stones. Oh, 8 runes. Thanks, Brother Romeo. Okay, let's party. I always wonder why there are party balloons in here. Super weird. Feel the rhythm. Watch me go. Oh, 2000 woodcutting XP. Alright, that's fair. That was pretty short. Alright, thanks ladies and gentlemen. That's it. No. We've got an hour. We can fit in a few more short ones. Speak with Counselor Halgrave outside the East Ardoyan Church. Remember, I can use this Ardoyan cloak to get prayer restores forever. Pop there and click it really quick, and then pop back to whatever my bank was. Outside the East Ardoyan Church is west. Got 2 Draman stabs. I kind of want to destroy one of them because I don't like having to right-click withdraw 1 every time. I don't know if having 2 is a good idea. I guess it protects me in case I die and lose one of them, but I can always go back and get another one. Counselor Halgrave. I've been better. What's wrong? You're not be aware, but a plague has spread across West Ardoyan. Has it, though? Sheep recently escaped from a farm near the city. When they were found, we noticed they were strangely discolored. Sheep have become infected with the plague. Are you sure it's the plague? Sheep are clearly diseased. Oh, this is the public health counselor. Gotcha. Herd the sheep into a safe enclosure, kill them quickly and cleanly, and dispose of the remains hygienically in a special incinerator. I can do that for you. Especially since there's no plague. Some kind of protective clothing to prevent contagion. Dr. Orban. Chapel just north of here. Poisoning the sheep will minimize the risk of airborne contamination. Strange discolored wool and flesh. I've seen them before. Dr. Orban, what's up? Need protective clothing so I can kill sheep. Cost you at least another 100 gold so I can afford a replacement. Sure, that's fine. So you're supposed to do this one before you know that this whole thing is a scam, right? Northwest of the North Bank in East Ardoyan. Red sheep. Towards the incinerator, you'll find a cattle prod. Direct the sheep into the fenced enclosure using the west gate. I need one of each color in any order, and you can finish one sheep at a time. Equip the cattle prod. Oh, that's interesting. Hey folks, this is not the character you were just watching when I was in the middle of doing Sheep Herder. What the heck is going on? I am future Marstead. Distant future Marstead. The video you were just watching was recorded September 11th, 2019. Today is January 21st, 2020. I am way past that point in the video series. So what happened was super bummer. I routinely back up all of my files for RuneScape. I copy them onto a second internal drive as well as an external drive just in case there are any issues. And that particular section of that episode, when I started to do Sheep Herder, my computer crashed during the file transfer and corrupted the file. That bummed me out way back when it happened on September 11th of last year. But I got some software for file recovery, and I managed to recover the file, or at least I thought I did. I got the file back. I watched it. It was the correct size. It was the correct duration in Windows Explorer. I clicked it and watched the first 5 minutes, and it seemed to be correct. But when I went to go edit episode 32, I found out that the file was actually mostly corrupted. The last 40 minutes of it were missing. That was a super bummer, because I will say right now that this playthrough, I'm not going to spoil how long the playthrough is, but it's multiple hundreds of hours long, and I've got maybe 99.9% of it recorded. There are a couple instances here and there where like OBS will crash and I'll lose a couple clicks of thieving training or something. But for the most part, all of that content has been preserved. And when I did lose content, it was usually something stupid like clicking thieving. In this case, I actually lost 3 quests. I was able to confirm that it was 3 quests that I lost because of RuneLight's feature where it saves screenshots whenever you level up or complete a quest. So when I looked at this video file that I learned was corrupted, I was like, shit, I don't even know what quests I lost in there other than Sheep Herder, because I didn't include that in the title of the video or anything like that. But RuneLight helped me recover that the quests that I was missing were Sheep Herder, Tribal Totem, and Clock Tower, in that order. So I lost them. They were a long time ago. They were short, dinky quests that I did at about midnight, so I don't remember most of the text or anything like that. This isn't exactly blind. Obviously, I've done them in the past. I will show the screenshots, and I'll put up a picture of the timestamp for those pictures so you can see when exactly I originally completed them. But here, as Future Mars said, I'm going to go back and redo those quests on a second account. I am lucky. It turns out that all 3 of those quests have basically no prerequisites. They don't require any quests to be completed before them. They don't really have any combat. And the one that does have a prerequisite is like 21 thieving, which is why I'm sitting here outside of the baker's stall. I was getting 21 thieving really fast on this new account. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and recreate those quests. This episode will then end, and the next episode will begin with me celebrating the episode 33 I recorded back September 12th. I had taken a break from RuneScape because I was like, oh shit, I need to fix it and recover this file. So that episode's going to start with me going, hooray, I recovered the missing quest video, I'm so happy. Not actually that happy, I didn't really recover it. Everything went to shit and it didn't work. So let's do this in the order I did it originally. That's Sheep Herder, followed by, let's see, Counselor Halgrim north of the Arduin Zoo. Let's go. Sheep Herder followed by Tribal Totem and then Clock Tower to wrap it up. It's gonna suck not having high agility, but I'll try to live with it. Okay, we saw this. I'm gonna jump through this text here because you just saw it. This is part of the 10 minutes that didn't get destroyed. Okay, got my gear set. Let's go. Yeah, so I was struggling to figure out how I was going to deal with this problem. I was really sad about having lost quest video. I thought about just showing the screenshot saying, hey, I did the quest, but it's, you know, part of this playthrough that you get to see me read through the quest text and respond to it. So I wanted to continue to do that here. I was going to say none of these quests matter, but they kind of do. Sheepherder gets referenced in a really far future quest. I'm not sure if it's Song of the Elves. One of the quests in the Elf quest line way later that I've done here in the future, like Morning's End Part 2, mentions this quest chain. Where do I get the prod? I don't actually remember. Oh, cattle prod. I see. When I did this originally, this quest was awful. It was one of the worst in the whole game. I didn't understand pathing in RuneScape very well, or the way pathing relates to ticks. And I understand that better now. Speaking from January 21st, I've now played way more of this game, and I have a little bit better of an intuition for how it works, but I still have a feeling that this quest isn't going to give me trouble, because it gave me trouble before. This is marked as a short quest, and I think it took me like 20 minutes in my original playthrough, just because I could not get the sheep to path where I needed them to go. They kept getting stuck in a corner over here by the river. This is the part where they go, oh my god, it gave it to me. Okay. Yeah, like I would let them come down to this corner here, and then I could not get them out when they got down here. It was driving me nuts. I think there were sheep up here. Yep, blue sheep. I guess of the 3 quests that I need to, that I'm recreating here on the second account, Sheepherder is the one I remember the most, which is probably a bad sign. It took me forever to finish it. Are you serious? Oh my god. Oh, I want to die. I hate this so fucking much. It's the worst. It is the worst quest. It's like, yeah, I got many hours under my belt now. Oh, they get stuck on NPCs? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god. This will be easier than what I did the first time. I think I'm actually having more trouble than when I did it the first time. I guess not having effectively unlimited run energy doesn't help. Oh my god, it just paths back if you don't prod it long enough, and I don't have enough run speed to catch up to it. Oh, this is so terrible. I have to start all over. Okay, I have to save my run speed for the whole thing. This is actually worse than what I did it the first time. This is probably more entertaining as a result. I just want God to come down from heaven and fucking slay me, just smite me, just end my suffering now. What the fuck? I'll have you know that I'm recording this on the gaming PC, so this is time I'm not spending doing Nightmare Zone grinding or whatever the hell I do in the mornings now while I'm working on stream work. I guess, spoilers, in the future I discover Nightmare Zone grinding and start doing it after the Questcape is done, while I do stream work in the mornings. No, it's fucking resetting. Oh, I don't have enough run energy to catch it. Oh, no. Oh, God. I hate this quest. Why am I doing this? Everyone would have been fine if I just posted the screenshots. So, yeah, Sheepherder was bad. Oh, it's... Oh my god, I got the blue sheep in. The heart rate monitor out for this shit. Who needs the final bosses of the Grand Master quests? There's always Sheepherder. I'm gonna mark these tiles so that I know the axis they need to get on. Yellow sheep time. Oh my god, they reset so fast. Like, if you don't prod them almost immediately, you have such a brief window. And I think if you over-prod them... At least this time while I'm doing it, I kind of understand what's happening. Like, your movement and your action can get wrapped into the same tick, basically. So if you spam click the sheep, I think you can effectively prod it before your character gets close enough to it. So it starts moving forward before you're caught up to it, right? it doesn't help me to do the quest any better. It's still giving me a huge amount of trouble. This one's going to be an issue. It walks too far over. And now it's probably going to get stuck next to the river. That's what kept happening to me when I originally did this quest a million years ago. Oh, thank God. Okay, yellow sheep is done. Just need to get the red sheep. I will say, as awful as this is, it's kind of fun to be doing quests again. Future me, in January of 2020, I think the next time I'm going to get a chance to do a quest for real is going to be Sins of the Father. I don't think that comes out until, like, summer of this year, so... Oh, that didn't count. Oh my God. I thought I had it. Oh, thank God. Okay. Whew. Stress. Yeah, all the stupid sheep are in here. I think I have to poison them to death now? Sheep feed. Sheep bones. I love that I have to kill them in the enclosure. Like, it all makes sense because of the plague theming. I won't spoil the quest that references back to Sheep Herder. Like I said, I don't remember if it's Song of the Elves or if it's Morning's End 2, but this quest is even dumber in the context of that quest. Mains burned to dust. I just have to go turn it in now, I think. Turn to Counselor Halgrave, okay. How long did that take me? I guess I had intro time, where I came in and explained the situation, but my time recording right now is 20 minutes, so... It may have been worse the first time. That blue sheep, though, holy shit. Not a good day. Let me check really quick if I need items for Clock Tower. I don't think I do. Or Tribal Totem. Rat poison obtainable during quest. Let me put on some basic gear for this next section. Excuse me. I think there's a part in one of these quests where I do have to walk past some like level 50 enemies, which obviously was no problem for my original account, but might be a bit of a problem for this account, so throwing on some gear. Alright, Sheep Herder complete. Now is a good time to display the screenshot of when I originally completed Sheep Herder back on September 11th of last year. See that that's my character and all that fun stuff. It did happen. I'm not fooling you. Let me just make 100% sure what the next quest I did was. It looks like I did, yeah, Sheep Herder, Tribal Totem, Clock Tower in that order. So let's go do Tribal Totem next. So doing all three of these quests originally took me about 40 minutes. The live split timer, which you'll notice is missing right now, will be back at the start of the next episode, and it'll be where I left off before the video file got corrupted. So, Shrimp and Parrot Restaurant in Broomhaven. Okay. So, I don't know if I know this in the main playthrough, so apologies if this is information that I don't have there yet, but there's a ship to Broomhaven, and I think I keep taking a really stupid way to go to Karamja. I think I keep using the minigame teleport. No, I keep trying to go to Port Sarim. I was going to say the minigame rat catchers teleport to Port Sarim, but I haven't done rat catchers at this point in the playthrough, right? So I don't think I knew that this Broomhaven guy was here and that he was so close to the Arduin teleport, because that would have made that a lot easier. Also, I have this Arduin teletab, and I didn't realize that you need to have Plague City complete to use it. Shit that I don't know about, because I'm privileged because I've done so many quests on my main account. Okay, so we're not going to bypass any quest dialogue this time because it's brand new. Hello, I Kangai Mao of the Rantuki tribe. I'm in search of adventure. Adventure's something I may be able to give. I need someone to go on a mission to the city of Arduin. There you'll find the house of Lord Handelmort. In his house he has our tribal totem. We need it back. Okay, I will get it back. Best of luck with that. With some of these older short quests. They're innocent, for lack of a better word. Okay, so this quest I am remembering a little bit. I remember there's a really obtuse step that involves a guy's middle name. What else do I remember? I remember that this quest introduces an ongoing thread in later quests. And I've said that before, that one of the biggest strengths of RuneScape's quests, to me, is how much they draw on existing characters and existing quests. You know, they call back to old stuff very frequently, instead of adding new characters. And I believe there's a character in this quest, a wizard who does teleporting, and that shows up in several other quests. I might have actually already done one of them at this point for Recipe for Disaster, but I don't remember. I can't watch the edited videos most of the time. I guess I should. I'll probably go through and like watch everything that's been edited and uploaded to YouTube, so that I can put tags on them. Help them with showing up in search results. Okay. Mansion west of the main square. No, the door is locked. Let's talk to the gardener. Yes, it's very nice. Days like these make me glad to be alive. So, who are you? My name is Horatio Dobson. I'm the gardener to Lord Handelmort. Take a look around the beautiful garden. Do you garden around the back, too? That I do. Doesn't all the security around the house get in your way? I'm used to that. I have my keys, the guard knows me, and I know the combination of the door lock. It's easy. It's his middle name. Whose middle name? Shouldn't have said that. Forget I mentioned it. Curious, I didn't actually check these notes before. Yeah. I was wondering if the notes gave you a clue as to what to do next, or if it really was, like, strong walkthrough bait. It's not so much that it's walkthrough bait, it's that when these quests were released, you were kind of expected to explore around the town and talk to people. So we have to talk to Wizard Cromperty. And I think his little piece is the one thing that shows up in later quests. The whole concept that he's working on experimental teleportation magic. My name is Cromperty. I'm a wizard and an inventor. So what have you invented? 2 jobs, it's gotta be tough. My latest invention is my patent-pending teleportation block. It emits a low-level magical signal and allows me to locate it anywhere in the world and teleport anything directly to it. Don't you think I'm great? I mean, don't you think it's great? Well done, that's very clever. Major breakthrough in the field of teleportation. Where is the other block? Guess somewhere between here and the Wizard's Tower in Mistalin. All I know is it hasn't got there yet, as the wizards there would have contacted me. I'm using the GPDT for delivery. They assured me it would be delivered promptly. Who are the GPDT? Gielinor Parcel Delivery Team. They come highly recommended. Their motto is, we aim to deliver your stuff at some point after you paid us. I'm glad that I'm re-recording this because I forgot how funny this dialogue is. Can I be teleported, please? By all means, I'm afraid I can't give you any specifics as to where you'll come out. Sounds good. Teleport me. Ready? Oh yeah, I remember this. This is like the shit that you have to do in Metal Gear Solid 5, where you have to like move the address labels on boxes. I feel like I played an adventure game where you do this as well. Maybe it was Grim Fandango or something like that. Peel off the label and take it. Chamber of Invention. Oh yeah, this is actually really clever, as silly as this quest is. So you get the teleportation block delivered to the house, and then Wizard Cromperty warps you to it. That's fucking crazy. This game is so good. When are you going to deliver this crate? Guess I could do it now. Thank you very much. Such a cool idea. I love it. I love how the way that you have to break into things in this game usually involves getting people drunk, but sometimes involves crazy shit like teleporting to a box. Be teleported, please. Sounds good. Teleport me. Nice. Very cool. I guess the way you find out his middle name is by going to the real estate agent house and reading the guidebook, which is also kind of crazy. I don't think I did that when I originally played this. I think I just looked it up. I tried asking around and searching inside the house, but The real estate agent is such a weird character to talk to about it. Like I said, I used to... game I used to play called Nexus, Korean MMO. I used to be like the equivalent of the OSRS wiki guy for that game. So it was me and a small team of people that would get together and solve these quests so we could post a walkthrough for everyone else to follow. And I remember like the week stuff was released, it was a lot of fun. Oh shit. That didn't happen to me the last time I played this. Hold on a trap into... Where even am I? I don't even know where this is. I guess I gotta get teleported again. Oh, this is what happens when you don't read the guide. You have to investigate the stairs instead of climb up the stairs, otherwise you get teleported. I guess that's the guidebook, and it's right on the table right next to the house. Maybe that's why you might go check it. Especially if it's a new patch, right? Curious where it says it here. Yeah, Lord Francis Kurt Handelmort. This is why you need thieving, 21 thieving, to be able to get past this trap on the stairs. Here we go. Investigate stairs. Trained senses as a thief enable you to see that there is a trap in the stairs. You make a note of its location for future reference when using these stairs. Perfect. Inside the chest, you find the tribal totem. Perfect. Let's get out of here. Curious now how many other short quests there are that I have like basically no memory of. You knock them out so fast, and after you play the game for several hundred hours. I guess I'm also lucky that all three of these quests are accessible by the second account. The only grinding I had to do was to knock out 21 thieving, but it didn't take me very long. Steal from a man in Lumbridge for a few minutes, and then steal from the cake stall in Arduin for like 30 minutes or something. Which I did not do when I leveled thieving on my main account. I think I did a lot of inefficient thieving stuff before going to the cake stall. If I recall correctly, somebody pointed that out in the live stream in chat. They mentioned cake stalls. Kangai Mao. We got our totem back. Yes, I have. You have? Many thanks, brave adventurer. Have some freshly cooked Karamjan fish, caught specially by my tribe. Hey, you have completed the tribal totem quest. Alright, now I will display the screenshot from RuneLight of when I originally completed this quest on September 11th. Along with the timestamp from Windows Explorer. Yay, I did it. Okay, let's go to do Clock Tower. Thieving 23. Not really Thieving 23. I don't remember what my thieving was on the main at the time, but it was much higher than that. It was probably displayed in the screenshot that I'll include when I go to edit it. How much XP I got after that was done. Okay, so Clock Tower. All I remember about Clock Tower is that you have to find these gears to fix the clock tower, and they're spread out under these underground areas that are all around the tower itself. It kind of reminded me of like a Metroidvania. Okay, it doesn't remind me of the Metroidvania. Let me see if I can explain what I mean. Have you ever walked in a room in a Metroidvania and like there's a giant empty space of wall to your left? Like say you walk in from a door and the door's now on your right, and to the left is this giant empty room. And it's like a wall that you can't penetrate, and above it you can kind of see a little area that you can reach. Usually that's a Metroidvania's way of telling you, hey, there's a way to get here from another direction. Like if you come here from above, you can burrow down or bomb ball down and get into that section that you can see from this otherwise empty room. Clock Tower feels like that. Like I'm sure it's difficult to do blind. I'm pretty sure I ended up following the guide for it. But you end up going to this dungeon and you can see other parts of the dungeon from inside of it and into it. Okay, there must be another entrance in here for me to get to those things. I wonder if I go to the same spot on the overworld map if I can find the entrance. I think that's how it works. I guess we'll find out. Remembering these penguins now. And Larry, my buddy. Future me knows who Larry is. Future me knows what's up with those penguins. I actually don't think there's a clue to the Cold War quest in Sheep Shearer, which I think I've already done in the series that you've seen. Like it's already been published. But I don't think I caught that reference. Hello, monk. My name is Brother Kojo. Do you happen to know the time? No, I don't. This clock tower has been broken down recently. Without it, nobody can tell me the correct time. I must fix it before the town people become too angry. I don't suppose you could assist me in the repairs? I'll pay you for your help. Okay, old monk, what can I do? The cellar below you'll find 4 cogs. They're too heavy for me, but you should be able to carry them one at a time. I know one goes on each floor, but I can't exactly remember which one goes where specifically. I'm sure you'll figure it out fairly easily. Careful, the cellar is full of strange beasts. Let me turn the roof back on here. Because it's the clock tower. Okay. Alright, so I gotta put cogs on these spindles here. That tells me which direction to put them in when I'm facing north. Got it. Yeah, so it's like this dungeon. Like, you can see other parts of it, and you can be like, oh, I can't get to that from here, so there must be some other way to reach it, right? Oh shit, I need the buckets of water. Okay, let me go back outside. I think I did it. I think I had the ice gloves when I did this. I must have, because I'm pretty sure I got the ice gloves for Recipe for Disaster, right? You would know better than me. You've watched the whole playthrough. I did it many months ago, and it is not fresh in my memory. Empty bucket next to a well spawns just east of the clock tower. Okay. This is so awful not having 70 agility. I guess it just reminds me that doing that at the beginning of the playthrough was the right call for me and my playstyle. Okay, when they say just east of the clock tower, they're not talking about that close. I'm hoping I didn't lose too many interested viewers in those first few episodes where all I'm doing is agility, but man, did it make things like this less miserable. The design of this dungeon really reminds me of like something a middle schooler might design for a like a D&D map. Like, really arbitrary that there's this weird twisting dungeon underneath the clock tower, and also that one of the rooms is filled with fire for you to use a bucket of water on. They get a little bit better about making natural or motivated puzzles later on. Basically, all the quests that have come out since the launch of Old School RuneScape have been pretty stellar, in my opinion. I don't know how many of them I've done at this point, from your perspective watching the playthrough. Does Goblin just aggro me? Are you serious? Cog fits perfectly. Okay, I need to conserve our energy. This is the part I was worried about, because the ogres are pretty high level. Hopefully I can get it and run away. I don't think they can hit for 23, so I can probably spam heal to survive. Nothing else. Ow. Swordfish are going to help me, apparently. Hey, okay. That was the one bit of danger where I wasn't sure if this account was going to be able to pull it off. Level 13 goblins, man. I'll tell you what. Red cog. Wait, really? Oh, was it on like a different floor or something? Yeah, that seems familiar. I think I did this exact same thing when I did this the first time. Where I kept putting the cogs on the wrong floor. The cog fits perfectly, okay. This is the whole thing is turning, sure. Need to find another way to get to the blue cog. It's locked inside a cell with a dungeon rat. Now, this is one where you have to know there must be another way to get in there. Northeast towards Brother Cedric. Oh yeah, this was great originally, because I think I had did I have the Artie cloak? So I could have just warped straight to the monastery, but no dice, not on this account. This doesn't end up being a little bit longer than how long it originally took me to do this, but I think it's fine. Just sound of the camel cage. Oh, I see it. Oh, there's a ladder I can climb. Okay, I don't have to walk all the way back out. Ah, but it's a one-way ladder. Oh, okay, so I remember when I did this blind. I didn't remember until just now, but I accidentally clicked the ladder before picking up the cog. And I had to go all the way back through there. Dark times. I forgot there are all these weird ladders out back. Seriously? So one more floor up. Oh, I think I'm too high. Oh, there's a color on the... Okay. I don't even know why it shows you the tiles on the bottom. I guess it rotates on the way up, too. It's confusing. Because the tiles don't tell you how they map to the spindles, they tell you which direction to find each of the cogs. Okay. Rat poison. So, past me, back in September 11th, picked up 2 of these, because you need another one for the Rat Catcher's quest that I mentioned. So I did pick up that second one and used it in Rat Catchers. I don't know when I do Rat Catchers. I think it's a pretty late quest that I get around to. Let's see. Go northeast. Yeah, I love this. This is like an amateur D&D quest. 2 levers. Levers to open. I love how there's a food trough for the rats. And all the rats died. The death throes of the rats seem to have shaken the door loose of its hinges. I don't remember that. That's fucking funny. It's so silly. Like, what? The rats dying violently caused the door to open? Okay, let's place the last cog. Let's go talk to Brother Kojo. Replace all the cogs. Listen, well done. You've done it. You are clever. Townsfolk will be able to know the correct time now. Thank you so much for all your help. Here's your reward. 500 coins. Wonderful. You completed the Clock Tower quest. Now display the screenshot of when I originally completed this on September 11th. Alright, so it was shortly after this that I signed off and then transferred the file, and then my computer crashed and it got corrupted. So after this, the next episode starts with me doing another quest. And like I think I mentioned, like the next episode starts with me celebrating that I recovered that file successfully. I did not. That's why I did this. That's why you're talking to January 2020 future Marstead, completing this on a separate account. So I just wanted to say I'm in theory, to my knowledge, the rest of the playthrough is saved on multiple locations. They're on 2 different hard drives and on an external hard drive. So I should be pretty protected from any of it becoming corrupted between now and when it all gets published to YouTube. Like I mentioned, there are a couple times where OBS crashes or something and I lose a few minutes of data. But this was by far the most severe data loss in the whole playthrough. And I think I'm happy with recreating it in this way. It wasn't exactly blind, but these quests aren't super important either. So I don't think it's really tarnished the integrity of the you can see the full playthrough on YouTube aspect of this. So I burned through this playthrough really fast before I really started focusing on getting anything uploaded and started developing an audience. I wanted to say to folks that have been watching these videos and commenting on YouTube, it really means a lot to me. When people say, hey, great job, I enjoy these, or keep it up, like I really appreciate all of the kind words that everyone's been sharing. It helps a lot. I love this game. I didn't know very much about this game until it showed up on a viewer's subblock, and then I completely fell in love with it. I want more people to know why this game is great. I don't think we need to convert everyone to play RuneScape. It's probably true that RuneScape isn't for everybody, just like, another series I love, Dark Souls, isn't for everybody. But I do think that RuneScape has kind of a perception problem, that when you first look at it, if you watch someone play it for 10 minutes, you're like, why do you like this? But it's not the only thing out there that has a perception problem like that. There are many other hobbies that, if you're into it, you get it. If you're not into it, it's easy to just dismiss it. And I do want to put together a video, probably sometime before the Questcape series is complete, that tries to elucidate why I think this game is so good, and why people who like it. If not to convince people to try it, at least get people to understand why people enjoy it. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the next episode and how naive past me is when I opened the video by celebrating that I recovered that corrupted file, when I totally didn't. It was destroyed. From this point forward, you'll probably see minimal interruption by future Marstead, so there should be no further spoilers about the things I've already encountered. See you next time. Bye.